Hi everyone. Hope everyone's doing well today. As we get settled into class, we're going to be doing more of a yin style yoga. I'm going to suggest having two blocks, a blanket, and perhaps a bolster or pillow. And we're going to get started in a reclined butterfly. So at least the way that I like to have it set up is having two blocks handy that can go underneath the knees, and the legs are in a kind of diamond position. Having the blanket towards the base of the spine that you can lay down on, really supporting the spine. And then perhaps a bolster or a pillow under the head, just to keep the forehead above the chin above the chest, creating a slight incline. You can make that incline as shallow or deep as you'd like. Arms can rest on the body or perhaps out to the side. Just taking a moment to settle. In a yin class, we are cooling the body. We hold postures for longer times, so around 2 to 4 minutes for each posture. And as you are in that posture, you may notice sensations. We just invite in the breath for these sensations, taking note of them. And of course, if at any time that sensation feels like too much, it's always appropriate to back off and decrease sensation. If you haven't already, begin to deepen the breath. Maybe even inviting in ujjayi breathing for this practice, with long, slow inhales and exhales through the nose, slight constriction in the back of the throat to create an ocean wave-like sound. We use the breath as a way to massage the body, to relax the body into stillness. As yin works on releasing the deeper tissues of the body, bones, joints, ligaments, while the muscles relax. Today in class, we'll be working on the kidney and bladder meridians. These are found on the posterior side of the body and on the inner front side of the body. So starting at the top of the head, it goes down the spine, down the back, down the buttocks and thighs, the back of the calves, to the bottom of the foot. And it comes back up the insides of the foot, the inside of the knees, to the groin and pelvis, up through the front of the body, allowing the breath to circle in this way down the back of the body and up the inside front of the body. A few more breaths here. When you feel ready, you can roll off to one side, maybe bring your knees together, taking your time to come up into a seated position. From here, I'm going to take my blanket and just unfold it a bit to give my hips something to sit on, something soft. I'm going to straighten the legs out in front of me for staff pose. I'm just going to come into a very gentle forward bend. Sometimes I feel like it's nice to place a block, maybe even two in between the legs, perhaps a big bolster, just to allow a place for the head to rest. In yin, we're working on releasing muscular engagement. We're not pulling or pushing into this position. We're simply finding our edge, backing off maybe about 80% or so, and allowing the breath to release the body. The kidneys are not only a meridian, but of course they're an organ as well. They're found in the back of the body, right underneath the ribs, right below the ribs. They work to filter the blood, to hold on to water, and to release any wastes. The kidneys connect to the bladder. There are two tubes that go down the back of the body called ureters. Bladder being an empty organ to hold on to any of the waste that then can be excreted through the urethra. Few more breaths. And what can you let go of? Slowly, ever so gently, walk yourself back up to a tall, straight spine, Dandasana. Giving yourself a moment to notice sensation. And when you're ready, you can move the blocks aside. We're going to roll over onto our stomachs. However is comfortable and easy for you to get there. I like to take my blanket and place it around the middle of the mat. This is about where my pubic bone or front of the pelvis is going to lay, just to give it a little bit more cushion. Bending into the elbows, supporting the upper body as we come into sphinx pose. Maybe lifting one leg and then the other, just walking it back behind you to create a little bit more length. Deepening the breath. Maybe even softening the eyes. Just being here in this moment. Neck can be neutral, or if you'd like to drop it down and relax the neck, it's okay too. And we invite in stillness to a yin practice. We start to compress certain joints and tissues so that when we come out of that posture, the energy rebounds into those joints, flooding it with fluid and nutrients and fresh blood. Yin is supporting, nurturing, lubricating, and cooling. When you feel ready, lower yourself down. You can cross your arms in front of you, creating a little pillow for your forehead. Coming into crocodile pose. Just releasing whatever did or didn't happen. We'll come into that pose one more time, either bending into the elbows, creating a prop for your upper body, coming into sphinx. Or if you would like a little different posture, you can bring your hands out to the sides of your mat, pressing into your hands to straighten the elbows, coming into seal, lifting the upper body up a little higher. But wherever you are, keeping the breath steady and even. Allowing that flow of prana to move with ease and effortlessness through the body. Down the back body, back up through the front body. Few more breaths here. Just observing sensations, thoughts, emotions as they rise and fall. Slowly, ever so gently, lower back down to crocodile. Resting your forehead on your arms. Taking a moment here. And when you feel ready, move into child's pose. Taking our knees out to the edges of our mat. Big toes touching, create a space for our front body. Hands can either come out towards the top of the mat, or perhaps they reach behind you. You're always welcome to take a bolster to place underneath your chest. A little bit more of an elevated child pose, a little bit more support. Feeling all the places your body meets the earth underneath you. Feeling supported, grounded. Allow your skeleton to relax. Bone by bone, releasing. Be here for a few more cycles of breath. Just noticing how that prana moves through your body. Taking all the time that you need. When you feel ready, you can push yourself up into any comfortable seated position, perhaps heroes, just an easy cross-leg position. Taking a moment to notice the effects of practice so far. And just as easily as you can, we'll come onto our seat, legs out in front of us. Taking your right foot, bending the knee and placing that foot on the inside of your left thigh. Move back into a forward fold, so perhaps taking a bolster or some blocks to create a prop for your forehead. Inhaling, lengthening a little bit. And exhale, relaxing down, letting go. Remember here, we're not trying to get the fullest, deepest stretch of the day. I'm just trying to find the edge of sensation. Noticing how it moves through our body with the breath. Few more cycles of breath. Slowly, ever so gently, walk yourself back up. Taking a moment with a tall spine. Change the cross of the legs. Right leg coming out straight in front of you, bending into the left knee, placing the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Taking a moment to lengthen the spine first, and crawling, walking your way forward. Perhaps resting on some blocks or a bolster. Giving yourself some gratitude for taking this time to allow your body to release, to nurture it, to support it. A few more breaths here, releasing any muscular engagement, allowing the bones and the joints to be soft and heavy, supported by the earth beneath you. Taking all the time that you need, push yourself back up, stacking the spine on top of itself. Noting any sensations. And we'll start to make our way into your best shavasana. I like to take my blanket and create a little roll with it that can be placed underneath my knees. Taking time to lean back, perhaps a bolster, a pillow underneath your head. You can tuck one shoulder blade and lift the other shoulder blade, walking them underneath the heart, supporting the back of the heart. Palms face up to receive, or face down to ground. Perhaps lifting one leg and then the other, taking up space, allowing the feet to fall as they may. taking this time to integrate the practice, scanning through the body from the top of the head, relaxing the jaw, the tongue, front and back of the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. The chest, down the upper back, mid back, lower back, to the sacrum and hips, knees, ankles, and toes. The whole body relaxed, releasing the surface beneath it. Know that you can stay here for as long as you need. And next time you hear my voice, we'll be coming to the close of practice. You feel ready, start to deepen the breath. Maybe even invite in small movements to the fingers and the toes. Maybe even rubbing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Roll up the wrists, the ankles. Bend into the knees, curling into a ball, or perhaps stretching long, eventually making your way to your side. Stay here for a full round of breath. Eventually pushing yourself back into a seated position, Hands either rested in your lap or at heart center. Just taking a moment to give yourself a bit of gratitude, of love, of kindness for showing up to practice today. Be sure to drink lots of water. Until next time, be well. Namaste.